is Marco Gaona Romero. I'm 18 years old.
What are you excited about today?
Well, I'm excited about to be able to do this interview to basically see if I can do well and to help my parents in a way.
Aw. How are you going to be helping your parents?
Well, I heard there was like a scholarship opportunity for it because I wanted to help my parents out, especially for my college tuition, because I know I noticed and saw that college can be very expensive. So if I didn't have any financial aid, my parents were afraid I won't be able to do college, because unlike some of my friends I know of, they're able to at least pay for college to a certain extent, but for us, not as much as without financial aid, at least.
Yeah, financial aid in college is very expensive, but college is pretty important. Do you think so?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I want to ask you one more thing. I know that you're in school right now and you're trying to use this scholarship to pay for your schooling, but what do you do outside of school for fun?
Well, for fun, outside school, I'm in home with my parents, watching movies, watching TV,
Yeah.
playing games with my dad, especially.
What kind of games?
Well, currently we're playing a bit of God of War that my dad's been dying to play, actually. I got it to him as a Christmas gift, actually, because I wanted to do something for him as well,
Yeah.
because he's been wanting to get it, and we play together. He plays as the character. I'm like the coach in a way, because like I know we're both work together. Sometimes we butt heads on opinions of like, no, we should do this, no, we should do that. But in the end, we're always having fun together.
Oh, I love that. That's so great. I know a lot of kids struggle to hang out with their parents or struggle to find the time to do that, so that's really awesome that you can do that. What is an accomplishment, personal project, or extracurricular activity that you are proud of working on?
Accomplishment, I want to say, like extracurricular activity I did, excuse my speech, was probably finishing high school. I was in the JROTC program.
Wait, can you repeat that real quick?
The JROTC program.
The junior ROTC
Yeah, the junior
program.
ROTC program.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in that one. I finished as a captain of the program, basically. So I was in the top ranks. I was very excited that I was able to accomplish a very feat of being able to go up the ranks to be as an officer.
Yeah.
Because it takes work and effort to go up.
And how old were you when you started this again?
I joined the program in high school, technically the first year.
Oh,
but
so when you were 14?
When I was 14 roughly, yeah. So, but technically it was the second year, because the first year was during COVID, so it's weird that way. I would have started sooner in the program, but the first classes were online.
And you became an officer? You moved up the ranks?
So basically I had to, I was able to like get accomplishments along the way, like throughout the years. My last year I finally became an officer.
That's crazy. So you're an officer are you still in ROTC?
No.
No, not anymore.
No. Now I'm in college. They don't have depending which college you go to.
Okay, so they don't have it. You said you go to
Mesa College.
And they don't have it at Mesa College at the moment?
Not anymore.
Okay. And what was your biggest accomplishment in JRTC? Like, what did you do? What was something that you did that made you proud of yourself?
Something I did that made me proud of myself was probably going to the archery team that we have was going to the nationals in Utah.
Oh, wow.
The Western nationals in Utah.
Oh, you do archery too?
Yeah, it was archery.
Oh my goodness.
So they had an archery team where they do with compound bows, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I was one of the members, and then became the captain of the team after the former captain left, because they graduated.
Oh, so you led the team?
During that year, I wasn't the captain, but the year when we went to Utah was my greatest accomplishment, because I was one of the top shooters.
You were one of the top shooters. Oh my goodness. And then you said you were a captain of the team for a little bit. What was that like specifically?
Well, had its responsibilities, because in my last year when I became captain, I was in charge of 2 teams, actually.
2 teams?
Yes.
How many people were on those teams?
Well, on one team I had a team of 6, and the other one I only had 4, including myself and 3 more.
That's still pretty impressive. You have to do 2 teams of 10 people specifically?
Altogether it would be 10, yes.
Yes. Oh my goodness. What sort of things did you have to like, what things were you in charge of? Were you telling them when to practice?
Well, for both, basically, yes, for one to practice, because especially I had new members to the team. We had to teach them basically how to get better if we want to win the competitions, obviously. Because the other programs in the other schools, we get a bit competitive with one another.
Well, what sort of tips would you give someone who's trying to, like, I don't know, succeed in archery, or as or as, like, you know, the leader, or the, what do you call it? The leader of the archers.
Oh,
Sorry.
like the captain of the team.
That just made me sound like I don't do any sports. Sorry.
No, like the cat. Well, for that, it's just practice often.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if you practice more, you get better,
Mm-hmm.
and have a little patience. Because like if you get flustered for not be able to do well in the beginning, just try to practice more, and you'll succeed.
What motivates you to practice so much?
Well, when I was in team, what motivated me so much was during my third year when we went to Utah. I wanted to go to Utah again the following year, so it was the motivation to win and go to the nationals again,
Mm-hmm.
because only a certain amount of schools can go at a time.
So I know that you're at Mesa College right now. We're just going to pivot a little bit. So why are you at Mesa College right now? What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm going to, well, for start, one is because it's close by where I live, so it's not far. I can bike there now. Before
know
I
what?
had to get a ride to her high school.
That's very important. That's very important. And you bike to campus every day?
Yeah, I bike to campus every
Dang,
day.
okay.
Every morning and when coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Good exercise too, actually. I'd be honest. It's on a hill, so I had to get some pedals, my strength in.
Are you trying to get a college education?
Yes, because I heard if you do like community, your first 2 years in like a community, you can transfer to a bigger university, basically.
Do you have a bigger university you want to go to?
Probably, if I want to do bigger university, probably like UCSD
Oh, I went there.
or SDSU.
That's a
another
good
one,
school
because I
too.
heard that was also a good one. There's it's easier to go from Mesa to there, I was told, because we had some people who presented in my high school who said it'll be a good idea.
Oh,
Because they told us our first years of college will basically be like a general education, like the GE is what they call it,
yeah.
basically.
And then they just said that it's easier, and these schools are really good, so you want to try transferring to them afterwards. What are you majoring in right now?
I'm majoring in cybersecurity, actually.
Oh, okay, cybersecurity. So, what are you trying to do with cybersecurity?
Well, for cybersecurity, I wanted to be able to go into like almost the military as well, because it's like an
Oh.
inspiration because of JROTC.
Mhm.
Because in the military, well, in the military, like a contractor in a way.
Mhm.
Because I was thinking to join the Air Force originally after high school almost,
Yeah.
or like join military to help pay for college,
Mhm.
basically. But sadly, I didn't qualify to join at the moment for medical conditions, basically.
Mhm.
So that's why I didn't join. So I was thinking if I join like a contractor, I can still join in the background almost, working on the computers and doing the tech stuff, basically.
Yeah. So you want to be a part of the military after college.
In a way, yes.
So this is going to be a bigger question now. You talked about Mesa College and how you wanted to go into cybersecurity to work for the military and be part of that. What does education mean to you?
Well, for me, be able to do something with my life, because before it didn't really mean much to me, because I kind of didn't like school a little bit at one point. So I admit that I didn't really like school. Like, just want to be at home, relax and everything. But I learned that if you be able to get in your education, you'll be able to succeed more.
Yeah.
So I decided to be able to pursue more of my education, to be able to help myself and my parents especially.
Why didn't you like school very much?
Well, there's so many the homeworks, assignments, and everything, and like the late nights sometimes, especially with my teachers, especially when there's like that one mean teacher that like gives you 30 assignments and they expect you to do it in less than 1 day.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of content in a very short amount of time. Did you find did you struggle with that a little bit?
A little bit, especially one class back in high school. Was one class. Chemistry was never my favorite. My teacher, she gave us so many assignments, but no matter how many assignments we did, if we didn't pass our quizzes or tests, we basically almost failed the class.
Yeah, no, so you were just like overwhelmed by homework and grades, and then on top of that, it was like it wasn't even enough because you needed to do really, really well on the quizzes and tests.
And so she was I don't know why, but she was very stingy. Like, if you don't have it her exact way, she didn't give you her passing grade.
Was she one of those teachers who was like, they won't accept this work in college if you did this?
A little bit in a way, because even You know, like there's the normal classes and there's the, I forget the name sometimes, the advanced class basically, or
Yeah, AP.
the AP class.
Mm-hmm.
Even they were struggling, and they were doing practically the same stuff we were.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Yeah, no, that's pretty frustrating, especially considering she's just not giving you a break at all, right? And then, so tell me about someone who, well, this is definitely a pivot, but tell me about someone who has left an impact on you and why.
Yeah, well, impact would be like definitely my parents because they helped me in life, especially when I was younger because I was more introverted back then. I'm still a little introverted now and shy, but they helped me grow out of my bubble more.
Yeah.
Still helping me even now because I still get a little nervous around people. It's like don't like to talk a lot sometimes, but when I start get comfortable and I'm able to talk more, I tend to talk for too long. I inadvertently inherit this condition from a certain someone.
Who's a certain someone?
My own father.
Do tell me about your dad a little bit.
My dad is a great chef. He cooks delicious food.
Did he teach you that too?
Well, I'm trying to learn his style of cooking, but like I'm not as good a cook as him. I can never match him sadly. Even now he cooks like he can cook something. He looks at the fridge like what am I gonna cook? Okay, this and that. Boom. He cooks a meal and almost.
It's like he's like you think that there's nothing in the fridge, but then he finds everything and he could just cook it. Oh my goodness. And he's
a private chef from what he always tells me and what I noticed. It's like he can cook any cuisine. He cooks seafood. He can cook Italian. I'm like my dad. What can you not cook? He's like I don't know. I haven't tried not cooking something.
That's very fun.
And even now he kind of like helps manage what we eat. Cause like thanks to him I'm able to like I'm tall I'm 6 foot now thanks to him. I'm able to not be chubby. I'm even losing weight now thanks to the way he cooks.
He's a private chef. He's a good private chef and he's good at nutrition. So he has inspired you to become a more, I'm assuming, a talkative person. And
yes,
what else
he wants me to be more talkative because like even though he sometimes doesn't, he always, once he gets into his mojo, he's able to talk for so long. He can talk for hours and he forgets to not talk too much.
So he's gotten you out of your shell a little bit.
He's able to be on the show, especially
so awesome.
My mom as well too.
Your mom as well? What about your mom?
Well, for my mom, especially when I was way younger, like elementary school younger, I was very more autistic back then, not talkative, just like not as way I am right now. She helped me be whom I am, be more part of society.
Yeah.
Because she stopped working and just dedicated herself to help raise me,
Oh,
while my
wow.
dad was working to help feed his family.
That's a big feat. Oh my goodness. So your mom quit her job to help raise you.
She basically stopped working and just raised me for up to my elementary school years and middle school.
Did you like go to elementary school and middle school and just what did she do? Did she just
Well, and starting like younger, even before elementary, she stick with me, helped teach me how to be able to speak and write a little bit. Because back then even for my age, I was growing up, I didn't speak or write. It's like mumble. Well, I was told I mumbled a lot more. So, I give my thanks to her to be able to who I am now.
Yeah, so she took the time to sort of like help you like speak like one-on-one, so you can attend school with all like or you can attend school with other kids and stuff like that.
And to be able to, thanks to her and my dad as well, I'm able to make friends at least. Was able to make friends and have other people, not just my parents, to hang out with.
Your mom seems very admirable. And your dad does too, for working to support your guys' family. That's a very tough time to have one parent not working. I can see that. And it seems like your mom loves you very much. Both your parents love you so much.
That's why I'm trying to work hard to not be a burden to them, and like I want to give back what they have given me.
That is truly very admirable and inspiring, and I think that everybody should hear this story. Is there a cause or a social issue that you're passionate about?
I think like off the top of my head,
Yeah.
probably like education wise a little bit. Like sometimes some students some struggle more versus others. Like some, even though they're same as the others, they tend to struggle more for like learning wise or style, and sometimes the teachers can be considerate, or there's other teachers where like they don't care and like as long as some are doing good and the rest are not, it's not their problem. Probably more considerate in our education wise.
Did you have you struggled sort of in with education?
And very much because like I could be good once I'm doing good. Like in high school, I was doing good at a little one point, like good, and then like I did start doing one bad assignment here, and like I kind of went down a little bit, so it kind of affected me. And sometimes the teachers did give us assignments to like help bump us up, but sometimes they don't let us to repeat or like redo our assignments.
Yeah.
And especially if there's like a little late, they don't let us to pass that assignment.
Did like some like bad assignments that, or not bad assignments, but like some assignments you didn't do as well on, did it like sort of lower your confidence?
A little bit, yes, but also there's depending on the teacher, they'll like as soon as you do your assignment, you can't. There's no like redo or like retry. It's like once your score you get is the score you have.
Yeah, that's something at Triple B that we do not like focusing on. We don't. I mean, we do like focusing on it. We want to sort of help people like be shown who may not always do amazing on their tests and their quizzes and their grades, because it's like that's not who you are, and that's not the only thing that determines your intelligence, right?
Yeah. It's like not everyone, like if I had to say something, not everyone's perfect. Even myself, I'm not perfect. I have my own flaws. Everyone has their own flaws. I believe there's no person who says they're perfect. I say everyone has their own flaws, even myself. My parents could have their own flaws. We all have flaws. But we work hard to try to overcome those flaws.
But I really like that sentiment. I think that it's important to always recognize that you do have flaws, but you should work every day to continue to get better as a person and overcome your flaws, even if you never fully overcome them.
Overcome our flaws, even our limitations that we have, especially for those of us that are autistic or in the spectrum or need extra help to push us to where we are. Even for myself, I have my own problems that I try to overcome.
Your own challenges. So, let's see. What sort of advice would you tell somebody if they're going through sort of this like issue with education, or what advice would you tell them if they're like having a hard time at school because of this, to help them get through their hard time?
If I had to give my own advice, I would say look for help. Look for someone that you know, or someone you trust, someone you can that will lend you a shoulder to help you, or lend you a hand to help pick you up again. Not just a random person, someone you trust. Even your own parents can like if you for your own parents can even help you out at the same time. They can probably like if it's an issue not even you yourself can't handle, and like something in school, for example, that you don't know a teacher that can help you out. Ask your parents to like help you out in a way. Because sometimes some of us, even some kids, sometimes our friends, were too stubborn to ask our own parents for help.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget to even ask my parents for help to do stuff to like get me out of a situation.
What is a challenge that you've had to work through, and how has it shaped you?
A challenge I have to work through is probably not be so stubborn and like tend to be a little lazy and like laid back, because like I could be doing good, and then sometimes when I notice I'm doing so well, I tend to relax a little too soon, and then I notice I get to start slacking. Like I could be doing well, then I take all that success for granted, and I tend to not realize that I do not do well on assignment. I take it like I be a little lazy on my work, forget to do it sometimes. Like I can do it later. I put something sometimes off for later. So then I start to going down, and the struggle to make it go back up is always hard.
So you have a hard time sort of like staying consistent?
Staying consistent, as well as trying to do it all myself, because try to just I sometimes forget to ask those for help, even my own parents sometimes, or most of the time I forget to ask for help, and I just try to do it all myself.
So, what do you think is something about you that often gets left out of standard applications?
Probably for like the students' own personal circumstances, like living wise or home wise, because like I bel this basically I think it's their personal circumstances, because like even if they for education wise, because some student who's doing super well and can get like a full year tuition
Yeah.
paid by like someone by the school itself, versus someone who did just as well but has different circumstances and they're not able to get the same thing. Like someone who's smart and is getting try to get a scholarship, and someone who's not smart, and they're both aiming for the same scholarship, but the person who's has a smart education gets a scholarship, where the one who needs the scholarship is not able to get it. It's like those who have a higher advantage for getting benefits, it's not fair to those who aren't not able to. That's what I think.
What do you think would be sort of like a fair way to judge students, to give them money?
Well, to judge students how to get money, probably for I don't think there's a simple way to explain. Even I don't know how I would say a fair way to judge. Probably their own personal circumstances of their home life even,
Yeah.
or like it's like the saying, "Don't judge a book by the cover." I think honestly, there's no. I don't know if there's a straight answer for it, but that's my own opinion. I would say.
Do you feel like sometimes people judge you, like judge you for your cover rather than who you are?
I say sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they can see the funny kid who just like messes around sometimes, or like just has a cheerful attitude and like nothing would bother him. But at the same time, he can be the person who's able to get the tasks done and able to exceed way better than the others. It's like, don't judge what you see already and like how he reacts, and what he's showing you one thing, but he's not showing you his what he's truly capable of.
Wait, what he's truly capable of?
Like it's like you're showing only one side of a card, like one side, like two sides of a coin.
Yeah.
Like you're only showing one side of the coin, you're not showing the other.
What sort of side? Well, if you could show everybody, like, you know, if you could show everybody the other side of the coin, what would you show them?
That I can be more better. That I'm not as introverted. I can be someone who can be more of a leader and guide those to help be better in a way.
That's awesome.
And that I can be even more, just the same or even better than my own father.
You could be the same or even better than your own father? Is that what you're trying? Is that what?
It's like, I know my own parents believe that even I can succeed where I don't. Sometimes they tell me, and I'm trying to listen to that. I don't think I can do it, but they see that I can truly succeed in life. Yeah.
How would you, or what would you say to a student who will be doing their own storyteller interview? Would you tell them it's scary?
No, I say, even though you might think it looks intimidating with the cameras or the spotlight. Try to just take a moment, take a deep breath, and just go with the flow.
Yeah.
In a way.
Hey YouTube, if you enjoyed this person's story, don't forget to subscribe below to hear more from our inspiring youth. If you want to apply for our Storyteller Scholarship or get more involved in our organization, click the link below to apply. Thanks for watching!